Alrighty then, welcome to my new kind of thing project, or something. So yeah, I guess we're gonna be doing Pokemon Stadium 2. I want to do Pokemon Stadium because, you know, it's easier to do, at least with the editing software that I have available to me, rather than a Game Boy one, because, you know, there's so much that I have to cut out, and I just don't have the software to make it less boring. So on this, it's just going to be a lot of action. We'll be doing the run-through of the stadium, as well as the Gym Leader Castle, which we're going to start with the Gym Leader Castle. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. I will show you in the description, not really show you, but tell you how to get your own ROM cartridge to work with the Stadium cartridge thingy. So I've already got my registered set here, so we're going to go ahead and use that. This is the same set I'll be using for all of the Gym Leader Castle as well as the Prime Cup. So let's go ahead and get started then. If you have any questions, just go ahead and, you know, tell me and stuff. For my Pokemon, I'll be going through them, of course, as we're going here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started then. And I wanted to leave the announcer guy on because I honestly love the announcer. I think it's the best part about these the Pokemon games. It makes it feel more realistic. I will be doing some commentary. I might turn him off a little bit later, see how that goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this then. So this is round 1 of Pokemon Stadium. There is a second round, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So yeah. So this is Scizor. He's my first real Pokemon here. Well, of course he's my first real Pokemon. So some of the graphics are a little messed up because of just the ability to use this. So there's not really much I can do about that. But yeah, so there you go. So Scizor is obviously pretty offensive. He's one of my defensive walls though because of being able to, you know, having that Steel type, and Steel is just pretty OP in second generation. So yeah, it's pretty sad that I can't one-shot that. Scizor, I was really thinking of considering getting rid of Scizor. I might actually do that in round 2. I'm not really too sure. I might replace him with someone only because he really just doesn't, you know, he doesn't really have, you know, the greatest available attacks. Obviously his best attack is Steel Wing, which is pretty sad. There's not really that many Steel attacks. I think there's only actually 3 in this generation, and that's Metal Claw, Steel Wing, and Iron Tail. And I mean, I know Iron Tail it's got pretty high damage, but the problem with it, it's really low accuracy, and I don't think Scizor can learn it. So that kind of sucks, but as you can see, Scizor is very defensive, taking those 2 Gust attacks, and that just hit for nothing. I don't think his health bar even went down there. So Steel Wing, obviously pretty OP, and with a Swords Dance it can take it down in one hit. So that's looking good. And we'll get into my other Pokemon a little bit later. So anyway, getting into how to do this, first off, you're going to want to get Project 64. And I like version 1.6 as opposed to 1.7. It's pretty much, it has the least errors, even though you kind of see the graphical errors with the C-pad up there and the white boxes around the names and things. But that's really just, that's the only real problems that I've seen so far. There's a few frames of lag sometimes, but that's to be expected. And yeah. So you can see a couple of my Pokemon. You can see all my Pokemon in the other little preview there. So we'll all use a different Pokemon each time we progress here. So here we go with the leader battle already. This is a lot easier than the regular games doing, you know, stuff and things. So we'll get into my next Pokemon here. Oh yeah, for Scizor, actually I'm not even sure what item he has. I'll have to check that out a little bit later. I'll do a full team in-depth thingy here at the end of this battle. So we'll lead off with Alakazam here because, you know, he's the next Pokemon in line. And he's leading with Pidgeots. This is gonna be... Wow, man, I don't even know what to say. So my Alakazam is kind of my setup guy, with the Reflect and Screen. So, you know, Alakazam will make sure that my team doesn't go down. And he's going to be using Mud Slap, which is pretty hilarious. And that hits me for absolutely nothing, like 11 damage from friggin' equally leveled Pokemon. That's ridiculous. Obviously the Reflect helping out with that big time. So let's just go ahead and see if we can one-shot this guy with the Psychic. There is the attack. And that hits. And oh man, no, not even close to one-shot. That's terrible. Oh well. And I am carrying the Fire Punch on Alakazam. Alakazam can't learn Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, or Flamethrower in this generation. I don't know if he can actually learn any of those abilities in later generations. But either way, that is the ability I am using for now. And he thinks he's going to die here, so he's going for the Quick Attack. And that again hits me for absolutely nothing, even being stabbed. And I mean, Alakazam has pretty terrible defenses, but that Reflect helping a brother out. And there goes the Psychic, and that is going to do it for Pidgeot. So that was easy. Only took about 50 damage. Again, this is the first round, so all the Pokemon are pretty weak. Their stats are not the greatest. So he goes into Noctowl here, and again, I'm just going to keep Psychicking. If I miss, I'm going to switch out, because I don't really want to stay here forever. I know this takes a long time already, these battles, because of all the animations, but, you know, that's the whole reason you play this game. That's going to be a 3-hit KO at best, and he just keeps going for Mud Slap. So that is quite annoying. So now my accuracy is down 3 points. It is working. So I am going to switch out here, and I'm just going to go into Kingdra. So we will switch out into that right now. And Kingdra is probably my least EV trained Pokemon. Only 325 HP, should have around 350. I think I got pretty weak IVs on him, so that kind of blows. Obviously, Kingdra very defensive, as you can see. It only took 5 damage there. And I am carrying the leftovers on Kingdra. And for Alakazam, I am carrying the Bright Powder, so that's that. My attacks there, very special attacky. I've got the Ice Beam, and then Surf as well. I carry Surf over Hydro Pump because I've seen so many videos, and just in my experience, Hydro Pump has no accuracy, so yeah. And this is pretty dumb. I don't really know what he's doing with the Chain Mud Slaps, but he appears to just keep doing that, so whatever. And I do hit him this time, and it doesn't take him out. Kingdra doesn't have the greatest special attack, so that's too bad. I'm pretty sure Noctowl is a special defensive wall, so I can understand why I'm not able to take him out there. But see if we can hit him here. I know he's gotten more Mud Slaps on me, since that appears to be his only ability on all his Pokemon, and I don't hit him, making this take even longer, so that's too bad. And he keeps hitting me with Mud Slap, but my leftovers are just going to keep recovering, so I'm not really sure what it is that he's doing. So, yeah. And I have Dragon Breath instead of Outrage. I don't even know if Kingdra can learn Outrage. Pretty sure he can. But I do have the Dragon Breath on him for the Paralyze. And he's finally doing something else. Look at that. That's incredible. He flew up high, so instead of attacking and not hitting him, for sure, I'm just going to double team here. I do have Kingdra to kind of set up those double teams and then recover with the leftovers, because Kingdra's pretty bulky. So I figure that he should be able to survive anything that this Noctowl can do, anything this entire team can do. So I'm not even really concerned. Oh, and a critical. Not that it mattered, it would have taken him out anyway. But there we go, second Pokemon down. It's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought I'd just blow through this, but, you know, they gotta make it somewhat challenging. So, one Pokemon left, and it is Delibird. So, my other attack, not gonna do that much. So, I'll just go ahead and get into one of my last Pokemon here. Switch into him right now. Obviously, Tyranitar not IV maxed. I don't think he's EV maxed either. I tried to do my best on him. But clearly, with only the 379 HP, he does not have the max HP EV. I know I invested a lot into attack, but I always like having a lot on those HP stats. So here we go. I'm using some different moves than you would normally see on a Tyranitar. First off, the most obvious is Ancient Power there instead of Rock Slide, because Ancient Power obviously has that 100% accuracy. Plus, it has that possibility of raising all of his stats, which is friggin' baller. So that is why we have that. And look, it's still able to take out things in one hit. And then, along with, of course, Crunch, we have Earthquake. It's a pretty, you know, signature for every Tyranitar. And then Curse is the interesting move. I do have the Quick Claw on Tyranitar, so Curse raises his attack and defense, but lowers his speed. It's the only real double stat raising move like that in this particular era. So I think it's pretty good. Anyway, we'll go ahead and go to the Pokemon Lab here and just kind of check this out right now. So we'll go ahead and look at my thing here. So we'll just take a closer look at all of my Pokemon. So first off, we've got the Scizor, holding the King's Rock, so a chance for flinches. Pretty high attack, obviously, and decent defenses, decent speed. It's just that typing that I'm really going for to have him on the team. Next up is Alakazam. Again, pretty weak attack and defense, but incredible special attack, great speed. Also, all my Pokemon are infected with Pokerus. I got pretty lucky in my game there. Alright, and then here we've got Kingdra. Obviously, again, just a wall for anything, because the only thing that is Dragon, and there's really not that great Dragon attacks. The only thing that really can harm Kingdra is another Kingdra. So there you go. Obviously, all-around stats there. Then we've got Tyranitar. Friggin', yeah, so he's got the Ancient Power, the Earthquake, Curse, and Crunch, holding the Quick Claw, so it's, you know, I mean, I know Curse isn't that great, but obviously he's got, you know, significant special attack. It's only slightly lower than his regular attack. Then we're going into my two best Pokemon. We've got the Kangaskhan here, with an incredible 286 attack, return maxed happiness, so he's, you know, he's amazing. He's got great attacks, he pretty much covers everything. Kangaskhan, probably my strongest Pokemon, holding onto the Focus Band there. And then finally, really, even though, you know, it's my favorite Pokemon, Dragonite, it's just really, unfortunately, in Gens 1 and 2, it really just didn't have any good attacks that it could really have. So even here, seeing it's obviously got Body Slam, Steel Wing, Fly, and then Outrage, even though, again, his attack obviously much higher than his special attack. And he's holding onto the Berserk Gene there, and what the Berserk Gene is, that's an item that's unique to only Generation 2, and it's a really interesting item, and I'm surprised why they got rid of it, but it's found near the Mewtwo Cave in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and basically it's a self-swagger. It's a one-time use item. It's the only one-time use item, or at least one-time use on use as soon as the Pokemon is sent into battle in that era, and basically when the Pokemon is sent in, it becomes confused, but its attack sharply raises, so it's very risky. I'm probably not going to end up using Dragonite a lot. I just have him because obviously he's shiny, and, you know, it's just my favorite Pokemon, so there's that. Yeah, so there you go. Obviously, you couldn't tell by the route and the level that they were caught, but these are all legit Pokemon and stuff. So that's pretty much it for this episode. I'll continue on the Gym Leader Castle next time. So please join me, and if you have any questions about how to set this up for yourself, or just any questions in general, or comments and stuff, go ahead and leave it. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So thanks again, guys. Yeah.